Welcome to the final episode of the first season of 3 Spiritual Leaders. One question. For 10 weeks, we've talked about war and peace, soul and sin, rituals and rebellion. To conclude, I'd like to ask our guests one last question. After all these conversations, what is the one central message of your teachings that has been most misunderstood by humanity to this day? Moses, perhaps you'd like to begin.
That the law is a prison. In truth, it is a guardrail. It was given to protect freedom, not to suffocate it.
Jesus, what is your view on that?
That my Father wanted grand churches and golden thrones. In truth, he only ever wanted one thing, for you to love one another as I have loved you. People turned faith into a religion, but the most important ceremony remains the service to your neighbor.
And your perspective, Mohammed?
That submission to God means abandoning one's own mind. In truth, true faith is the synthesis of deep trust and the sharpest reason. Both are gifts from the one God.
Buddha, your final thought on this?
That contentment comes from fulfilling one's desires. In truth, the satisfaction of one desire is merely the seed for the next, even greater one. People chase after contentment without seeing that it was within them all along, hidden beneath the noise of I want.
4 teachings, 4 perspectives, an entire universe of wisdom. But what does this mean for us, living and listening today? For a final reflection, I'll hand over to Theo, the creator of this conversation.
After this long journey with these 4 voices, I often sit in the silence and ask myself, what remains? What have I learned? 3 realizations have crystallized for me. First, I am deeply convinced that the core messages of all world religions would be a help for a better life together. Within each of these teachings lies a user's manual for compassion, for justice, and for inner peace. The tools for a better world are available. Second, and this is the painful realization, I had to see how often the original clarity of these teachings was rewritten, bent, and instrumentalized throughout history. How a message of liberation became an institution of control, often for power and for money. What the prophets offered as pure water is often served today as a cloudy wine. Thirdly, the deeper you dig, the more alike the paths become. Whether it's love of neighbor in the words of Jesus, mercy in the voice of Mohammed, compassion from Buddha, or justice through Moses, at the core, they all point to one thing: the overcoming of the ego and turning toward the other. Perhaps that is our real task, not to highlight the differences, but to uncover the shared essence. And maybe that's the invitation for a second season. If this journey has moved you, you can find all episodes on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, share your thoughts. Your questions are the heart of this series. Thank you for listening, and perhaps until next season.